How did the Toastmasters run their meeting? Well, I think they did a really good job because they said at the beginning that there was a lot of changes, a lot of last minute changes because we called to get in to speak and they wanted both of us to speak that time. So they told two of their original speakers, hey, do you mind if these two speakers speak? So it was a lot of last minute changes and people didn't know what they were doing until they got there and they're like, oh man, nobody told us. But everybody went with it and we had a really good time. How was your speech and how did the audience respond to it? Well, I think I did a good job. I actually didn't read a lot from my notes, which is really hard for me because as a lot of you guys know, I'm always like, oh gosh. So this one I actually was just like, okay, let me just relax and not read from it. And they liked it a lot. They said I did a really good job. They invited me to come and sit with them on more speeches and join the Toastmasters. So it was really cool. What did I learn from speaking to the Toastmasters? Slow down. I talk really fast and they all told me that and they said that I always try to, well, when they read it, and I know I do this when I speak to you guys, that's why I always ask for extra time, I try to fit so much information into like 5 minutes. So they said try to leave some information out, slow your speech down and it'll go smoother and you won't feel so flabbergasted up there. And I was like, okay. And what was the best thing about your experience? Just the ability to go speak to people that have been doing this for years and they train other people how to speak, and you know, that was a really cool experience because you don't really get that opportunity in your everyday life. I mean, I would never even have known about the Toastmasters if not for this class. And what might have made it better? To go and watch a couple of the Toastmasters speeches. I think if I actually sat in on their meetings a couple times beforehand and saw how they conducted business, I think I may have been a little bit more relaxed and would have been like, okay, and I could have asked them, you know, what should I do to make my speech better, or how can I make it better, or practice a couple times, and then they would have said, hey, you know, reduce. And that's all.